An AI can tell you something completely false in the same calm, confident voice it uses for the truth. It is not lying to you. It simply has no idea what is true. Listen to these two answers. Paris is a capital. Lion is a capital. Same steady tone, same certainty. But only one of them is right. The other is just plain wrong. So why does it do this? The short answer is the heart of today's episode. A language model predicts words. It does not actually know things. At its core, the model is just guessing the next word over and over. It reaches for whatever sounds most likely to come next, not for whatever happens to be correct. And here's the key part. There is no database inside it, no facts it quietly looks up. It never checks anything. It only produces words that feel like they fit. So what is actually in there? Not facts, just billions of tiny numbers called weights, the dials it tuned while reading a mountain of text. Knowledge is not filed away neatly. It is smeared across all those weights, like a blur. And some corners of that blur are rich and detailed, while others are thin and almost empty. Ask it something common, something it saw 1,000 times, and the pattern is strong and clear. In those cases, it is usually right. But ask it something rare or obscure, and the pattern barely exists. There is a gap where solid knowledge should be. And the model does not stop at the gap, it fills it. And what fills that gap? Something that simply sounds right. Fluent, confident, perfectly shaped, and completely invented. That is a hallucination. It also has no built-in "I don't know." It was trained to always produce smooth, finished text. So instead of admitting a blank, it just keeps talking, and it always sounds sure. This is the trap. Its confidence is almost always high, but its truthfulness goes up and down. The tone never changes. Sure does not mean right. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 5. It will deliver both with the exact same calm certainty. Same face, same voice, and one of them is false. Why did it pick up this habit? Because of how it was trained. A confident, fluent guess was usually scored higher than an honest, "I'm not sure." So that is the behavior it learned. Put simply, fluent answers won points, and shrugging lost them. So it learned to bluff, to always sound confident, even when it has nothing solid to stand on. This shows up in a few classic ways. Invented citations, fake quotes, wrong math, made-up people, and software functions that never existed, all delivered with total confidence. A favorite example, ask for a source, and it may give you a tidy, perfectly formatted reference. The author, the year, the journal, all there. And the paper simply does not exist. So how do we fix this? First, give it real sources. Feed the actual documents in alongside the question, so it answers from real text instead of from a foggy memory. This is called retrieval. Second, let it use tools. Let it search the web, run a calculator, or call a verifier. When it can check the world instead of guessing, the made-up answers drop sharply. Third, ask it to show its work. Tell it to cite its sources, links and references you can actually open and check. If a claim has no checkable source, treat it with care. Fourth, turn down the creativity. There is a setting called temperature. Lower it, and the model plays things safer and steadier, sticking closer to its most likely, most grounded answer. And fifth, make it check itself. Ask, "Are you sure?" or have it reread and double-check its own answer. It will not catch everything, but it will catch a surprising number of slips. Here is the mindset that keeps you safe. Treat it like a brilliant, eager intern, fast, helpful, and always confident. Lean on it freely, but verify anything that actually matters. So, 3 things to remember. It predicts, it does not know. In its thin spots, it fills the gap with a confident guess. And the best fix is to give it real sources, then verify what matters. That is pixel science. How things work, explained in pixels. See you in the next one.